Young people, I want to share with you another idea to help you deal with anxiety and with fears you might have. I call it jumping tracks, and it comes from Philippians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9. Let me help you understand this now. The strongest tools for dealing with fear and anxiety are spiritual tools because they work deep inside of our hearts. So we have to jump tracks. Here's what happens. You start going down the anxiety path, and you know what happens then. This is going to be bad, and if that happens, it's going to be worse, and this is terrible. And we start thinking all these bad things that could happen. The Bible teaches us to jump tracks. Jump tracks means you jump to the other path. You can't go arguing with yourself because you just argue yourself into being more anxious. Rather, you need to jump tracks and think about different things. You need to choose to think about different things. And here's some of the things you can think about from Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. It says this: "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things." You see, we need to be thinking about the right kind of things. And if you can plan to think about right things, they will take your mind off the things you're worrying about. Because we spend too much time thinking about the wrong things and we just get ourselves all upset. And so we have to jump tracks over onto this other path. And when we do, then we receive the peace. Let me go a little bit further in the passage into verse 9. It says this: "What you've learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things." It's going to take practice. It's going to take practice if you're going to be able to be at peace instead of anxious. And then it says this: "Practice these things and the God of peace will be with you." This is the ticket. This is the ticket for you to be able to experience the peace in your life, is to learn how to practice jumping tracks and thinking about the good things that God has. You don't know what honorable is? You don't know what pure is? I would suggest you create a little notebook, and every page you put one of those things. You start writing some fun things in there or nice things to think about, so that when your brain starts going in the wrong direction or your heart starts getting upset, you can go back to your journal where you're writing all of these nice things that you can be thinking about that fit into these categories that God has said in the Bible. And then you'll be able to experience this. But you have to practice it, it says. And when you do, then you experience this peace, the peace that you want. It's such a beautiful thing that you're able to enjoy the peace that God has for you. It takes practice. Jump tracks. It'll help you to move where you need to be.